Right. Oh, here are my transplants, by the way, look. Take some of these peppy trees, which are those things. Transplant them in a few spots. So I've completed the splats. Yes, the flat tabletops. Oh, it's cracked already there. Excellent. Blame the concreter. Oh, why that one cracked. Probably tipping away. This one's all right. Look, even put my name on it, eh? As if one's proud. This one seems to have gone a strange colour. I think it's because I used the rest of the cement in it actually to get rid of the cement. So yeah, probably a little bit over mixed, that one. Gives it character, do you think? Anyway, there's the three tables there. They are actually flat, see? They're flat. Anyway, I planted a couple of trees here. I think the smaller one's possibly dead. I don't know. Yeah, I think so. It might pull through, but I think she's dead. I think the bigger one's actually still alive. Yeah, well, never mind. Anyway, it's all but finished now. Pretty much. Right. So this all used to be washed out right up to the tree line there, because water doesn't like turning left or right. Right, so let's go over here first. Right, so the theory again. So the water gushes out of there. This is the winter spring. So when the soaks overflow, they really overflow, and that pipe is it's probably a third to a half full maybe at its peak. So it goes over these rocks. I did those rocks there a long time ago, which is what kind of gave me the idea to carry on with it really. The water wanted to do what it wants to do. So because it comes out with such force, it hits the hole here, which my theory is will act as a brake. It then gets tripped up by this lovely little set of logs and rocks here, and then runs across this section here, which is sloped to the left a little bit because I want it to go to the left and not take the bank out. It then hits another trip which acts as a mini filter, because this will be easy to dig out with all the silt, to stop the silt going into the next section, which would be a pain. So it gets tripped here again, acts as a filter, steps down to give it a little bit of bubbly, and hopefully get it to fall to the left again, because I need to make it turn left, which you won't want to do, of course. Hence the reason for all these rocks here. And the bank, lovely bit of steppage. The grass is beginning to grow back up there. Sadly it's growing here, but that's all frigging kike, I believe. Never mind. And still got some trees I kept going in the middle. Great. Right, so this I call the paddling pool, because it's going to keep a certain amount of water in it a lot longer than other areas. It goes uphill here. Again, I'm hoping this will act as a little bit of a filter to stop dragging too much silt from in there, because it'd be easy to dig out the paddling pool, which will probably get full of reeds. So this is, well, it'll just look nice when the water goes over it, to be honest with you, but supposedly the rocks slow it down, but I don't think it'll make any difference to this section. I've got it going slightly to the left again to steer it. I'll put the rock bank up on the right, and I've got a little ledge there so you can walk along it, which is nice. Yeah, so this will be nice and bubbly, and then I want to steer it to the left again to go in that hole there, which could be a little bit ambitious. Might be a little bit small, but never mind. I didn't put the log there, it was already there. Nice feature, isn't it? Right, so just in cases, I've got it to go into another hole here to act as a second trip. to hopefully slow it down. Quite pleased the grass is growing back on the bank there, which is marvellous. Again, I put some rocks here to keep the flow a little bit under control, and it looks pretty. And I'm pleased that some of the reeds thingamajigs are growing. I've planted some in various spots and some of them are taken. Sometimes it's been a bit too warm for it. I've kept as many of the trees as I possibly can within reason. I haven't taken many out at all actually, I don't think. Only 2 out of the middle section, so the object wasn't to get rid of trees. Right, so the bank to the left was totally eroded all the way up to the main tree line there. So all the dirt that I've had I've put up to the top, and of course to stop it doing it again I've put the rocks there. I've piled up logs where I can because bugs and stuff like rocks, don't they? Frogs like rocks. I'm amazed this thing's still standing actually. There you go. Yeah, little pond here. This should again hopefully have water in it for a little bit longer to give an extra habitat. It's got an overflow here because I figured it might need one just in cases. Yes, and yeah, I planted a lot of reeds and things around there, so hopefully it'll be alright. Right, and then through here, go. Little trip, mainly because the root was already there. So all this was dug in. I mean, it's amazing how much dirt has been moved, to be honest. I can't believe it did it. Mind your head. So good to see the grass coming back. Right. So there's one of the trees I transplanted, that one. And she still looks like she's going good. The tree I did plant here has died. I didn't think it was going to live, but you know, one was hopeful. So I've put a couple of small ones in there, so hopefully they will live. Right, and I call this the duck pond. There's a nice pile of logs. Another one for the frogs and things. Yeah, there's a tree I transplanted. Sadly, that one died, which was a real shame. I wanted to keep that one. Yeah, I've planted another one in the end. Little one there. Hopefully that'll going. There's the overflow from the pond back there. Yes, so the duck pond is large. It's probably wow, it's probably 15 by 10 meters maybe. Thankfully I didn't have to dig all this out by hand. I had a telehandler at the time, which was very, very handy. Right, so again the bank was all eroded up to that tree there and that little one there pretty much, so I've put it all back. Put a lot of rocks up on here, and bigger rocks, because I really want to keep that bank intact. Yeah, it was a little bit difficult, that one. And these wonderful roots here that weigh an absolute ton. I thought it'd be a nice little home, and you know, animals like it. This is an overflow that the headland does flood now and again, you know, not very often. So the water will flow in here. There won't be much flow, so I think I'll probably put a few more little rocks down there, but I think it should be okay there. It's not going to be any flow. So this area is just going to be full of water and hopefully stop the first bit from flooding, I hope. And then the water goes off in that direction. I managed to dig out most of this with a telehandler when we had the telehandler, and then I had to dig a load out by hand, which I've been doing this morning, and I'm a bit tired now. So I'm not going to be able to go much further. This is as far as it goes, really. And this is what it all used to look like. It all used to look like this. Scary. So hopefully it will work, because it's probably going to flood in about a month's time, maybe, if not less. Well, not flood, but yeah, flow. Cool. That's about it then. Marvellous. One more look? Okay. I like this section. Yeah, we'll cross here. Yeah, I think when the plants start growing back, they look quite nice. Thank you very much.